Hello and welcome to the family of American Income Life Insurance Company. My name is Daniel Lopez Velasquez, and today we're going to be going over of how to use the script and the computer, the program e-app together. So right now you should be learning the script. That should be the first step, and then we should have installed the program that we use on the laptop, which is called e-app. So today we're going to be going over how to use pretty much a computer and how to combine both the script that you're learning and the e-app together. Okay, so for this scenario we're going to be doing a child safety kit presentation. Someone requested a program which is called Child Safety Kits. It's just a place for parents and grandparents to put the information of the kids in case, God forbid, they go missing and get abducted. Okay, so once you have your laptop ready, you should open e-app. Always put a yes. Once e-app is done, you want to make sure you update your e-app every single night. Okay. Agency is Cohen & Cohen. And then you should have a training one. If you don't have your own, you should have the training one. Once you're in here, you want to go ahead and put Start Presentation. So go ahead and press that. This is pretty much the family that you're sitting with. You're going to put their name, last name, male or female, date of birth, and so on. So this is husband or wife. I usually put the husband, but if a single mom, go ahead and put a single mom. Let's say Jasmine requested a child identification kit. Jasmine with her husband John. So Jasmine Smith. Her birthday, January 1st, 1980. State of California. Training. Family status, pretty much single with dependent, married with dependent. So this is, let's say we're sitting down with only Jasmine. Jasmine has dependents. She requested 2 child safety kits. This is where you decide if you want us to play the videos in English or Spanish. So that's up to you. Lead group tracking and group name. You don't have to fill it in. You can leave it empty. From there on, you want to go ahead and press next. Now this is basically asking you what type of presentation are we going to do. Is this a union lead, a referral lead, child safe lead, POS lead, credit union association, and so on. Now depending on the lead, depending on your presentation. So for this scenario and the script you should be learning, this is a child safety kit presentation. Jasmine requested 2 child safety kits. So we want to make sure we put child safety kits. Now this will jump you into the introduction video. Before you press that, you want to make sure you do that introduction. So before you press that, as an agent, the introduction is, so Jasmine, quick question. Now, are you familiar on how the child safety kit works? She's going to say no, not really. And then you want to go ahead and say what the script says. So you should be learning the introduction to the child safety kit program. Okay, Jasmine, so let me go ahead and start all the way from the beginning. So I work with American Income Life, and we're a life insurance company. Now, typically, we mainly sit down with labor unions and credit union members to bring out their individualized benefit. But because you requested a child identification kit is the reason why I'm here to visit with you. Now, 2 of the main unions that we work with are the police union and teachers union internationally. And since we work closely with them, they asked us to do our part in keeping all the little ones in the community safe, which is why we bring out child safety kits. It's just a place for parents or grandparents to keep all the child's vital information. God forbid they go missing or they get abducted. Now, one of the sad statistics that we found in working with the police union is that 93% of the kids that go missing in the first 24 hours are usually found dead. And that's not a good thing at all. It's very sad. In fact, according to the Center of Missing and Exploited Children, roughly 800,000 kids are reported missing each year. That breaks down to about 2,000 a day. Those are very, very sad statistics. So what the police union asks us to do is 2 things. Number 1, give out child safety kits to help with Amber Alerts. The second thing they asked us for us to do is do a needs analysis on every family that we visit with, just to see what their life insurance needs are. The reason they asked us to do that is what they found is when someone passes away in the community, a lot of families don't have a lot of money, don't have life insurance, or don't have plots, and it's really hard for the surviving family to pay for the funeral and keep paying all the bills. So at the end, we'll do a needs analysis to see if we can help you out with that. Is that okay? Great. So this first video is going to explain who we are as an insurance company and how everything works. Now, after you say that introduction, then you want to go ahead and click Child Safe, because we're doing a child safety lead. So after you say that, so this next video is going to explain more about who we are as an insurance company and how this whole program works. Go ahead and press it. Let it play. This is what they're going to see.
Congratulations! American Income Life is proud to deliver your valuable benefit package, including the child safe kits you requested. American Income Life
now, for this purpose, we're going to go ahead and skip it. You should watch the videos though. Now, one more thing. Here's the key thing. If a video is playing, your eyes are on the laptop. Don't ever just play the video and have them watch it while you're playing on your phone, especially play on your phone or doing anything else. The family should be sitting to the right or to the left of you. Usually not real close or not in front. It should be sitting on a corner. So when the computer is playing, when a video is playing, let it be 80 to 90, 85% of the laptop, of the screen, should be facing them. You should be facing about 5 to 10 to 15% of the laptop. You should be looking at the video, but the screen should be facing them mostly. If a video is playing, you should be watching it like if it's your first time, because to them it's your first time. So as you're watching, you're nodding your head when it comes to how we volunteer, pretty much important things. So like this.
On the New York Stock Exchange. We're an international company with thousands of representatives. We work with more than 20,000 organizations.
So I'm still looking at the laptop.
Such as teachers, firefighters,
10% of the screen, but the rest is to them.
Veterans, which represent more.
Once this video is over, you see the next thing on the script. Great. So the next video we'll talk more about our culture and how we give back to the community. From here, you can just press continue, or you can just press the space bar. It works the same way.
At AIL, giving back is our core philosophy. From the home office staff to our field representatives around the world, helping others is at the foundation of our company.
Okay, once this video is over, you go into the recruiting, pretty much offering someone an opportunity. So once the video is over, then you turn the laptop completely to you. Okay? So once again, the key thing is, if a video is playing, the laptop is facing them. If you're typing something, the laptop is facing you fully. Okay? So from here on, you press continue. It is going to talk about recruiting referrals. So then you go ahead and do the script. As you can see, we're a company that strongly believes that we're going to work in the community. It's only fair that we give back to the community. One of the ways that we accomplish that is by offering new careers. So anyone's looking for first-time employment, new career, recently graduated from school. So let me ask you, Jasmine, do you know anyone who is looking for a new career or graduated from high school or doesn't have a job at the moment? You do? Great. What I can do is I can just take down their name and number, give that to the hiring manager. They'll get in contact with them and see if we can help them out. Okay? Now, one thing is that you don't want to say hire. I forgot about that. You want to say contract. Okay? So, Jasmine, our company right now is currently contracting more individuals from the West LA area. Who do you know is looking for a new career, new job, new opportunity? Definitely forget about that. You want to go ahead and do that. And if tell them, you know what, I'll give that information to the hiring manager. The hiring manager will get in touch with them, see what we can find, see if we can help them out, so we can contract them and give them a better opportunity. Now, if they don't know anyone who's looking for a new opportunity, that's also okay. They say Jasmine doesn't know anyone. Oh, I don't know anyone. Okay, you don't know anyone who's looking for a new job or a new career or doesn't like what they're doing? No? Well, no worries. That just means that everyone that is loving their job and definitely has an opportunity to work. Now, if they do give you someone that, perhaps it's a good fit for us or is looking for something better, this is important. So, referred by, you want to put down the person that referred them by. Okay, a lot of people forget that. So, referred by Jasmine Smith. Now, Jasmine wants, her cousin is working at McDonald's or is working at Burger King and they're looking for a better opportunity. So, Jasmine, what's your cousin's name? Oscar. Okay. Oscar Smith. You definitely want to get Oscar's phone number because we're going to be calling him. 323-397-3996. Okay. The relationship to Oscar to her, that's also important. So that's his cousin. That's Jasmine's cousin. You don't need to get the address, but definitely try to get the city of where they live in. They live in Long Beach. Oscar lives in Long Beach, California. Now, this is important. Notes. Please try to take notes. For example, what are they currently doing? Are they unemployed? Where they're working? So one thing I'll ask, what is Oscar currently doing? Working at Burger King? Okay. So, currently working at Burger King. And then, make sure you ask important things like, hey, does Oscar have good customer service? Does he have management skills? Because when we call Oscar, he's gonna not like that. So if Jasmine says, yeah, he's actually really good with customer service, you want to go ahead and put really good customer service. Okay, important notes. You don't have to write a whole paragraph, but just key notes. For sure, who was referred by, and then his name, his last name. If you don't know the last name, you can just put an X, the cell phone, the relationship, where he lives, the city he lives in, and just important details. So when we call them the senior managers, we want to make sure we can, have a good talk with Oscar. Hey, Oscar, I was talking to your cousin Jasmine. She mentioned that you're looking for something new opportunity. She mentioned you have really good customer service. He's going to really appreciate that. That helps you, which helps us, which helps everyone. Okay? And after they're okay, Oscar, great. Who's next? Who else is looking for a new opportunity, a better job? Okay. So once that's all in there, you want to go ahead and press submit. Once you press submit, it's going to save everything in there. Now, if they don't know anyone's looking for a new opportunity, you don't have to press submit. You can just press the X. Now, that little square reminding you that you need to collect canned foods. So once you go ahead and give opportunity to anyone looking for something for a new career, you say the next step. So Jasmine, another way we give back to the community is by donating a lot of food to homeless shelters, food bank, or sometimes families in need. Now, do you happen to have 1 or 2 cans laying around your kitchen that you're not going to use and you're willing to donate today? You do? Great. Can you go ahead and get it right now, please? Before I forget, I don't want to forget at the end. Right now? Yeah. Now, this is a key thing. This is the first step to making sure that you're in control. You're going to ask them, do you happen to have 1 or 2 cans laying around your kitchen that you're willing to donate today? They're going to, 99.999% of the time, they're going to say yes. You want to make sure you ask, let them know, can you go ahead and grab it right now so I don't forget at the end? Sometimes I might ask you, you want to grab it right now? Say yes, please grab it right now. Because that shows that you're in control. You're not demanding, but you're in control. Okay, so when you ask for the check and their license, you're in control. So yes, grab it right now, please, before I forget at the end. Now, when they bring it to you, now let's say they bring the canned food, just place it right next to them or right next to you so they can see that they're donating. Makes them feel good that they're giving back to the community. Great. So once that's over, you're going to pop to this screen. This pretty much tells you this is the no-cost benefits that we offer. So this screen is different from the introduction. The introduction, what type of lead this is. Now this is a no cost. We have individual AD&D no cost. We have child safety kits no cost. We have discount cards and so on. And we have child safety kit mobile app, which is what we want you to use from now on. Child safety kit mobile app. Now for this specific scenario, we're here because Jasmine requested 2 child safety kits. So I'm not gonna start off with the accidental death and dismemberment or the discard. I'm going to start off with the child safety kit. Now here you're going to see two options. Child safety kit and child safety kit mobile app. Make sure you click child safety kit mobile app. What that is pretty much an application that goes on your smartphone, which you'll see it works really good. One thing that I noticed is with people that are a little bit older, let's say older than 50 or 60 years old, they don't really like the child safety kit mobile app because they're really old school, so they think any information that goes on the phone is going to be stolen, it's going to be hacked or anything like that. So in that case, I wouldn't do the mobile app. I'll let them know about it, but if they're uncomfortable, don't push for the mobile app, just do the regular one. So the difference is the child safety kit right here is the video is going to talk about just the physical kit. The child safety kit mobile app is going to talk about the mobile app. Do the mobile app unless they don't want to download anything on their phone and they're uncomfortable and they're really old, then just do the regular paper one. Okay, I suggest you watch both videos, but you definitely want to do the child safety kit mobile app. So the way you start that off is great. So thank you for donating, by the way. That really helps a lot, definitely through the community. Now, this next video is going to talk more about the child safety kit and how it works and how you're able to download that app as well. I'll let the video better explain. From there on, you want to make sure you click child safety kit mobile app.
You've had that feeling. You took your eyes off your child for just a moment to answer a call. Then friends. You can keep a DNA sample attached to the Child Safe Kit card. You can create. I'm sure you know other parents who want the Child Safe Kit app to help protect their child, a service we provide at no cost. What other friends or family would you like to receive the Child Safe Kit app?
Great, now that video is over. You can go ahead and turn it to you. So that was the first no cost. So we just did the introduction. We just did the review. The computer just did the review for you. Now it's tie down. Intro, review, tie down. That's going to be your best friends. Intro, review, tie down. IRT. In this just specific scenario for the Child Safety Kit mobile app is intro, review, intro, review, tie down, review, tie down. This is how it works. So you just did the intro. The computer just did the review. And you got to tie it down. I'm sure you're going to agree how important the Child Safety Kit is, right? Or, wow, isn't it great that we have a program that can help protect your little ones? So just do a tie down. After that, you want to go ahead and ask him. So go ahead and take out your phone now, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to download the app. So what I do is I'm going to take out the actual Child Safety Kit, and I'm going to ask them. So go ahead and take out your phone so we can download the app, and I'm going to show them. So go on your App Store or your Google Play Store and search this 3 words, Child Safe Kit. Okay, and then just wait for them to download it. You should have the app on your phone as well, so you can know how exactly it looks. No, not you should. You need to have the app on your phone. And then they're gonna scan it and so on. So you just want them to be able to at least build an account on the app, and then they do need to scan your barcode so they have access to it. Before they scan your barcode, just first make sure they make a profile, and then they put down their information, and then they're gonna get a text message, and then they're gonna move forward, and it's gonna say activate account now. That's where you want to stop. So once they're ready to activate the account, just be like, okay. So for now, we'll let it stop right there. Now this is your second review. The computer just did a review, and you just did a tie down. This is your second review. You want to go ahead and review the actual physical kit. Just open it. So you ask them. So this is the kit right here. Now let me go ahead and go over it real quick. Now with this one, this is a physical copy. This is the one that the police union first started with our company. So once you have it in here, just review it real quick. So you're gonna get 1 per child. Here you're gonna put down their name and the date it was completed. Hopefully it's today after I leave. Once you open it up, it's gonna tell you what to put in. Their height, their weight, all their information, their blood type. If they're allergic to any medication, please write all that down. And I always ask them, Jasmine, do you know your little one's blood type? And then most of them are going to say no. And they're going to realize how important this is. Exactly. So you definitely want to find that out. Talk to the physician. Once you get that information, please write it down because it's really important. God forbid there's an emergency. You want to know that information real quick. We do recommend you put everything in pen, except for the height and weight. Put that in pencil because you want to constantly be updating it. Now here's where the picture belongs. What the police union recommend is if your daughter and your son is under the age of 6, you want to update the picture at least every 6 months under the age of 6 because their little faces will change a lot. Over the age of 6, you can do it every year. Once you open it up, you have physical description. You want to put any birthmarks, scars, if they have braces, they use glasses, anything that might going to tell them apart, write it down here and where it is in the body. You also want to put DNA sample. DNA sample is really important. They recommend a strand of hair. Now, you cannot cut it because it does need the root. So, you're going to have to, yank one off. I like to say that little joke, yank one off because everyone starts laughing. So, this is how it goes. So, for DNA sample, they need a piece of hair. They don't ask, you cannot cut it with a pair of scissors because you need the root. So, you're going to have to, yank one off. So once you get that one off, it's gonna have that white part, which is the root. You want to go ahead and place it right here, and put clear tape on top of the root. Now you only need one. You don't need to get a lot. You don't want them to have a bald spot. They always laugh when you say that joke. Okay, so that's one way to get them starting to laugh and like you. And then you want to go ahead and put fingerprints. Not just one fingerprint, all 10 fingerprints. For that, we give you is an ink strip. Super easy to peel. Now, just for you guys, it's really simple to peel. You just have to just do this. It's really, just slide it. So, once you slide it, it's going to have ink on both sides, both the left and the right side. It's enough ink so you can have each fingerprint right here, both from the right hand and the left hand. If you want to practice before you put it in here, here's a white strip. You can practice in here before you put it in there. So all that makes sense? Great. Here in the back, it's a couple more information. It just reminds you as parents that you need to teach them how to dial 911, talk to them about stranger danger, get them prepared that in situations that they might need your help, what to do. Does all of this make sense? Great. Now I just reviewed it. Now after that, then you're going to ask them, okay, go ahead and activate your account now. So they're going to activate their account. And then it's going to ask you for them to scan a QR code, which you're going to have on your phone. We're going to show you how to download that. You're going to have your own personal QR code. Once they activate it, you want to use your phone as an example. So here's the second review. We're going to review the mobile app. Great. So once you have it in there, as the video showed you, you want to make sure you know how to use it. So what you want to do is go to a new profile and just write down all your little one's information. Make sure it's not blurry. You want to go ahead and write down all your child's information, just as the video show. Pretty much everything that's in here, you want to put it in here. It's going to walk you through it, their medical information, their doctor, anything we need to know. Now for the picture, it's going to ask you to either use the one for your gallery or take a picture from your camera. We do recommend you take brand new pictures from your camera, at least 4. One full face, one from the side, one for the other side, and one a full body. Okay. Now for the DNA sample, you're gonna first have to do a DNA sample right here, and then it's gonna stay in here. For the fingerprints, do the fingerprints in here as well, and then here it's gonna ask you to do fingerprints. It's gonna use your camera, take a picture of the fingerprints. You gotta do it in here first. Okay. Great. And then see, at least have examples. I have 2 examples right here. Both Alex and Madison are my examples. Now here you also have new Guardian's profile. This is actually really good. It's really useful. This is in case you want to share the profile of your kids temporarily with someone, like a babysitter. That's what I always say, like a babysitter. Just say you have a babysitter coming over, watching your kids. You put a new Guardian's profile. You're gonna put down their phone number, and you're going to send it. What that means is that they're going to have access to your child's profile on their phone for 24 hours. After 24 hours, it's deleted from their phone. So like a babysitter, that way you can share their information for at least a small period of time in case something happens while they're watching it. Now here at the bottom is something really, really important that we have. There's this orange button that says share with authorities. Right now your button is gray because you don't have any profile in there. Once you put what child's profile in there, it's going to be orange. Now what is this? Is God forbid there's ever an emergency and your little one goes missing, gets abducted. You want to put share with authorities. You're going to select which child went missing or got abducted. It's a little Madison. And you're going to put next. Now what this does is this does not replace a 911 phone call. You still got to call 911. You still got to report the incident and make sure they know that what's going on. Once you have the operator on the phone, you're going to let them know that you have the Child Safety Kit mobile app and you're able to send their information digital to their email. Now the good thing is that every operator, every police station, they have their own email. So this works actually anywhere in the States. It can be California, New York, it can be anywhere in the country. So once you have the operator on the phone, you can ask them for an email to the closest police station so we can send your child's profile information. Once they give you that email, just sit in here and put next. What it's going to do is going to send your child's profile information from your phone directly to the closest police station. That's really awesome. So you waste zero time, 0 seconds, it's really important. So definitely want to do that. Now here in, does all of that make sense, Jasmine? Great. Here in the middle, there's more resources. It has the same video, both Spanish and English. It just gives you more tips. Just like here in the back, this goes more into detail. It reminds you that you as a parent, you need to be aware of what's going on in your city. You need to teach your child. One example is you need to make sure that they know your phone number and other people's phone number. Your number, dad's phone number, grandma's phone number, and the address. A lot of parents today rely on phone. They give smartphones to their little ones, which is okay. However, if that phone dies or they get kidnapped, they're going to take the phone away, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to memorize your phone number. So you want to, that's key. At the same time, you want to make sure you get them prepared. Talk to them about stranger danger, what you do in situations that it's a school shooting, important things. Here at the bottom, if you scroll all the way at the bottom, there's 3 useful links. There's amberalerts.com.gov. There's missingkids.com. It's pretty much for parents. I recommend you do click on them. It will tell you more what's going on in your city, how to talk to your kid, important details. Okay. Now, isn't it great that we have an app like this? Exactly, because you save a lot of time. Now here you got to be prepared. You can take 2 routes. After you do the review the physical kit, review the app, and you tie both of them down, now you need to get referrals. With referrals, you have 2 avenues you can take. If you notice, I'm still here. Oh, one more thing, guys. So once you review the app, it should be on their phone. The kid, I'm only reviewing 1. If they requested 4, 5, 6, 7, do not take out 4, 5, 6, 7. Only take out 1 to review it. Once you go over it, place it next to you. Don't give it to them, or they're going to be too distracted looking at this, and they're not going to pay attention to anything you say after that. Review it, and then put it to your side. At the end, I'm going to give them 4 or 5, whatever many amount they requested. Got it? So, now back with the review. With the referrals. You have 2 avenues. Now the video just ended here with the Child Safety Kit. You have the option to put add a referral or continue. If you press continue, it's going to come to this screen, which is the no-cost programs that we offer. Be careful. If you press continue here, you can't go back to the no-cost benefits. Once you press continue here, there's no returning. So you got to be careful. So let's say I accidentally press continue on the no cost. I can still press the Child Safety Kit mobile app and just have it end, and I can go back to referrals. So when it comes to the Child Safety Kit, you got 2 avenues. After you explain both the mobile app and the physical one, you want to put out referral. Now your script should be the same thing in the script. Now our goal as a company is to make sure that we can provide this Child Safety Kits to as many parents with kids under the age of 18. For that, we're going to need your help. Who do you know with kids under the age of 18 that we can also help with the child safety cap. And just once you ask that, look in your computer and start typing. Don't even look at them. Always assume that they're going to give you referrals, assume the sell, assume everything. And here, refer by, it's really important, of course. Refer by Jasmine Smith. Organization. This is the type of lead that you're doing. What type of presentation are we currently doing? We're doing a child safety kid presentation. So CSK. Now, Jasmine, our goal as a company is to make sure that we can provide this to many parents with kids. For that, we're going to need your help. Who do you know with kids under the age of 18? They say, my aunt. So, okay, great. What's your aunt's name? So, her name is Norma. What's your aunt's last name? Smith. Okay. Does your aunt have a spouse? A significant other? Yes. What's his name? Ask for the name, guys. Don't be scared. His name is Jose. If they don't have a spouse, if she says no, just put no. Jose. Oh, sorry. What's Norma's phone number? You want to ask like that. What's Norma's phone number? Don't ask, do you know Norma's phone number? Do you have Norma's phone number? Can you give me Norma? No. Don't ask like that. Just ask. What's Norma's phone number? Okay. 323-555-8996. Okay. Relation to her, that's Jasmine's aunt. City, they live in Los Angeles. Now on the notes, it's important. You want to ask Jasmine, so how many kids does Norma need? Oh, she only needs 2? Okay. This is for your notes, guys. 2 child safety kids. Because the notes, when you get referrals, is going to show you that they will refer for child safety kids. You want us to put with spouse, Jose, stuff like that. Okay, stuff like that is really important. The notes are going to make your job a lot easier. Once they give you that, okay, who's next? Who's next? And 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 so on. Who's next? Don't ask, do you know anyone else? Blah, blah, blah. Who's next? And don't ask, do you know her number? Can you give me her number? No, just what's your number? What's your name? How many kids do they need? Assume. You're in control, guys. There's a saying that I say is, don't ask permission to ask permissions. Okay, just ask. Now, that's the first avenue. That's the original avenue. That's the one we all started by putting the referrals in here. However, with the Child Safety Kit mobile app, now you have a second avenue, which is actually better if you know how to use it. So with this method, you can keep getting more referrals and more referrals. With this other method, you can get triple your referrals if you know how to use it. So let's say I didn't do that and I'm still reviewing the kit. So I just review this, I review the websites, and then you say, so Jasmine, I'm sure you can see how important this is, right? Right. Now, our goal as a company is to make sure that we can provide our services like the Child Safety Kit mobile app and the physical kit to as many families as possible. With anyone with kids under the age of 18. For that, we're going to need your help. Now, the great thing is that for a limited time, here on the mobile app, there is a third option right here. Share app. Now, what this does is it makes it a lot easier for you to share this app with your friends, family, anyone with kids, because it's really important. And you're gonna be able to send them a direct text message with your phone, letting them know about the services that exist and that they can get at no cost. So go ahead and click the share app, and you go ahead and contact list, and it's gonna open their contacts. So as you can see, it's gonna open their contacts. It makes it a lot easier for you. And then I'm gonna give the phone to them because I'm grabbing their phone, explaining it. Okay, go ahead and Jasmine, take your time and just click everyone who's a parent that has kids under the age of 18. And as you're clicking it, just pretend you're doing something. I don't know. Don't go on Instagram on your phone though, or Facebook. Just pretend you're doing something that's nothing like that. So let them take their time. Trust me, they're gonna, if you do it right, they're gonna select 10 people, 15 people, 20 people. I've been in houses where they selected over 25 people, which is everyone they know. Okay. Now, once it selects someone, so let's say I select this scenario. Let's put Armando. And then they're going to put next. And here is going to have them make that text more detailed. So here's it is. I want to make sure you confirm it. So Armando, yellow, his phone number, what state he lives in, California, what city, city of Long Beach, relationship to Jasmine, that's Jasmine's co-worker. Notes, here's for you, notes, pretty much same thing as a computer. How many kids do they have? They have 2 kids. Or they need 2 kids, better. Stuff like that. They're going to put share, and it's going to, here's the best part, it's going to customize a text message that Armando is going to be receiving. Now here, before they send it out, you want to put a couple more things. So the text message, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. The text message pretty much reads, hey, I got this cool child safe kid app to protect my kids. I'm sharing it with you. A representative will contact you to activate it and show you optional plan. Okay, you want to customize it. So instead of saying a representative, take their phone and put my representative. And then put your name. My representative, Daniel, will contact you to activate it and show you optional plan. And you also, after this, what I like to do, I'm going to put my number, the one I'm going to be calling them from. And I'll take it a step forward. I'm going to include 2 websites. www.iupa.org. That is for the International Union of Police Association. It makes it a lot more credible because they're the ones that we get the seal of approval from them. And I'm also include the actual Child Safety Kit website, www.childsafekit. So it's going to look like this at the end. It's going to say, hey, I got this cool Child Safety Kit app to protect my kids. I'm sharing it with you. My representative Daniel will contact you to activate it and show you optional plans. Number 323-919-0372, www.iupa.org, www.childsafetykit.com. So this is going to customize it, and all they're going to do is send it. Bam. And they're going to be shared to all the people that they want to sponsor. So this is a detailed message. It's letting you know that you're the representative and you're going to be calling them, and everybody has your number. Let me fix that. It has your number and all of it. So now since they scan the app with your QR code, it's going to, within like 4 to 6 hours, it's going to go all to your profile on Impact. Impact is a system that we use to look at the leads. Impact is a system on your phone. It's a website. Everyone has their own individual profile where that's what we put down. That's where we put the leads. We put all the leads in there. This is going to appear as a referral lead within 4 to 6 hours. So when it comes to the Child Safety Kit, you can either use the computer, which is the same thing. Once you update it, it's going to go to your Impact, or you can use the phone, the app. The computer, great. It's what we always use. If you're really good, you can get, with Child Safety Kits, everyone knows someone with kids. You can get 10 minimum fire referrals. If you get less than 5 referrals, then you need to work on this, because you should never get less than 5 referrals for Child Safety Kits. So that you can get a lot more than 5 referrals with an app. If you know how to use it, once you practice, you're gonna get 10, 15, 20 referrals easily. You gotta show the value though. Okay, so that's that. So you got 2 avenues to collect referrals there, either through the computer or to the phone. So I just collected referrals, and I put the child safety kit to the side. Okay, make sure the thing is focusing. Great. So if you do collect it on the computer, you want to press continue, submit, so you can submit and save it. From there, it's going to ask you, okay, what type of no-cost benefits are we going to give them next? So if we're doing a child safety kit, you got two options. We can continue with the individual AD&D or the discount card. Let's do the individual certificate of death and dismemberment. Then you do the intro. Great. So the next benefit we put together to help protect the kids in case something happens to the parents. I'll let the video better explain.
We see the headlines every day. Drunk driver kills.
Great. And then, here's a referral. Add referrals. At this point, there's no phone, so you just got to add it to the computer. Once the video's over, you got to turn it to you. Remember, if you're typing, they don't see it. If video is playing, they see it. That's when you take this out and you say it in the computer. So so what we're going to be providing you today is coverage for $2,000 of accidental life insurance. What this means is if you pass away due to an accident, Jasmine, we're going to give your beneficiary $2,000. Now, it's not a lot of money, but trust me, it can help pay your rent, food, supplies around the house, right? And they're going to always agree with you. In fact, they're going to say before you end up saying it. When you say, we know $2,000 is not a lot of money, but it can help your family out, right? And they're always going to say, yeah, they can help out. Now, you don't want to say we're going to give you $2,000 of death and dismemberment because most people don't know what death and dismemberment is. They don't speak life insurance language. You do. So you just want to make it simple. We're going to be providing you $2,000 of accidental life insurance. What this means is if you pass away due to an accident, we're going to give your beneficiary $2,000. Now, it's not a lot of money, but trust me, it can help pay rent, food, something around the house. Now, this is non-contributory, non-participating, which means it's at no cost to you. It's a way of saying thank you for seeing us and helping more in the community. Great. So, Jasmine. Now, you as an agent, you pretty much all you want to do is you want to fill the left side. Fill all the left side. This, you don't have to fill out, or you can do it in the office, but you don't really need to fill out. Just the left side. Make sure they sign. Jasmine, what's your date of birth? January 6th, blah, blah. Your address. So, who do you want to put down as the beneficiary? Your mom? Perfect. Mom. Okay, go ahead and sign right here. Great. So, Jasmine, what's next is that I have to mail this to home office, which is in Waco, Texas. So, I'm going to mail that with all of our stuff. In about 2 to 3 weeks, you should get a certificate of coverage in your mail. It's going to be, it's going to be a long white sheet of paper that is going to say that you're covered for $2,000. Make sure you put that somewhere important, somewhere you have all your documents, okay? Great. Now, the good thing about this is that the incredible things is our company is trying to help out as many individuals in the community because we notice that a lot of people cannot afford life insurance, so they don't have any type of savings to pay for the funeral. Now, the great thing about this is that you get the privilege of sponsoring up to 5 individuals for you to give them. So this is your choice. Up to 5 individuals, up to 10 individuals, it's up to you. So you have the privilege of sponsoring up to 10 individuals to receive $2,000 of accidental coverage as well, and no cost to them and no cost to you. Notice it's not a lot of money, but for them, trust me, people that are begging in the streets, doing car washes, if they have $2,000, at least to start with, it's a huge relief. So you get the privilege of doing this, sponsoring up to 10 individuals. That's $20,000 of life insurance that you're able to give to someone at no cost. It's at no cost to them, no cost to you. Okay? And then some people might think there's only people that have kids. Here's the best part. It's not for anyone. The only thing you need to qualify for this is that you need to be over the age of 18. If you're legal, illegal, resident status, it doesn't matter. Only you need to be over the 18. So who do you want to go ahead and give this out to that you want to help out? You're on? Great. What's your name? And who's next? And who's next? And you write it down and who's next. Now, let's say she gave you 5 referrals for child safety kits. She might say, well, let's start off with everyone in the child safety kit app. And I help out through the child safety. Don't just say, okay, other than them, who do you want to spot? No, don't say that. Don't say other than them. If they say, you know what, let's also do my aunt Norma. Just you as an agent, you don't want to write it twice. So you as an agent, in the notes, just put AD&D for Norma. And they say that she gave you her neighbor Elsa too, and Elsa, and so on and so on. So pretend you're writing it down, and then after she said everyone that she sponsored originally in the child safety kit, then you want to say, great, who's next? Once they give you a whole new person, a fresh new person, write all that detail in here. Does that make sense? Great. And you're gonna press submit. After that, it's back to this beautiful page right here. Now, we have 3 no-cost benefits. The last one will be the discount card. And pretty much you introduce it like. The next benefit we put together to help parents with out-of-pocket expenses when it comes to their health provider or health services. Now, what we have is a partner's discount card that will give you up to 60% off on health-related services like chiropractic services, eye care, prescribed medication, and hearing aids. I'll let this video better explain. So you want to press the discount card video.
Want to drive down the cost of health services? Of course you do.
Wow, isn't that a great program to have? Exactly. So I'll go ahead and go over this card real quick with you so you can understand it. Now here, guys, this is pretty much what you want to write. When you go over the card with them, this is what you're gonna write. Now, for the discount card video, that one is a little strong. I mean, it's a little long. You're gonna have to play the video first. You can get used to it. Eventually, you're gonna get really good at it. You won't need the video for the discount card. You can actually explain it a lot better in person, which will take time. Same thing for the AD&D, the accidental death and dismemberment. Over time, you're gonna get good enough that you won't need the video to help you out. You can just explain it in person and deliver the same message. For right now, play every video. I'm letting you know that the child safety kit is beautiful. Always play it. The AD&D, no cost, and the discount card. Eventually, you're gonna get good enough that you won't need the video to explain it. You can just do it by hand. So once the video is over for the discount card, you want to explain like this. So this is the discount card. Now remember, Jasmine, this is not health insurance. So since it's not health insurance, it's not gonna get you in trouble with your current health insurance. It won't cost anything. Now you cannot combine discounts. You can't combine this discount with your current health provider. It's either or. Now there's 2 programs. There's a basic plan and there's a gold plan. Okay, the basic plan gives you up to 60% off, and this one is at no cost. So we pay for it for you, no cost for 1 year. After that, it expires. If you want to do it again, just give us a call. So the basic one gives you up to 60% off on eye care, hearing implants, prescribed medication, and chiropractic services. Okay, now we also have a gold plan. The gold plan, that one does have a fee of $24.95. The best part about that is that's not a monthly plan. You pay that one time and you get the services for the whole year. The gold plan includes everything the basic has. It also comes with a dental plan, vitamins, nutritional supplements, travel assist line, and a 24-hour nurse helpline. To find out all the providers near you before you request a card or after, you can call this 1-800 number or visit the website. They're going to ask you for like your zip code and they'll let you know all the providers. Okay? Great. Now, it's pretty much going to go like that. Now, you as an agent, you want to make sure you go over the child safety kit at home. I mean, the discount card. Read through the whole thing. That way, if they ask you any question, you want to make sure you have the answer for it. So once you go over it like that, you're going to open it up. So Jasmine, if you want to go ahead and do the basic plan, all you got to do is you got to fill in the black portion right here, and you got to mail that in. You can also do it online. If you want to do the gold one, you have to sign in the red part, and you have to mail in $24.95, either through money order or check. What bank do you use, Jasmine? Bank of America? Great. So if you get checks, put it in here. If not, do money order. We don't recommend you do cash because nowadays, you put cash in there, you're not going to see it again. Now, notice, a lot of people didn't notice. For us to sell life insurance, we want to make sure they have a bank. I just confirmed if she has a bank or not without the person even noticing. Like this. If you want to do the gold one, you do the red part and you mail in $24.95. What bank do you bank with again? Some people are going to say, I actually don't have a bank at all. Now, don't look surprised. You don't have a bank at all? No worries. So in your case, we recommend you put money order. Don't put cash because nowadays you won't see it again. Just like that. Don't act surprised. But now I know they don't have a bank. Now I know I'm not going to waste longer time. I'm just going to get referrals and move on. That's how you confirm it. If they say, oh, I have Chase. Great. Is it the regular Chase, the liquid Chase, Oh, it's a regular Chase. Great. So if you have a check through Chase, put it in there, not money order. We don't recommend cash because you're not going to see it again. Now, the trick with that is that we don't take prepaid cards. And liquid Chase is a type of prepaid card that we can't deduct from on a monthly basis. We'll go over that in another session. Great. So I'm sure you can see the value in this, right? Exactly. Who else do you know that we can help share this great, amazing program that we have to help them, deduct expenses, especially if they don't have health insurance? With this one, depending on how you deliver it, you're gonna get 1 or 2 referrals. Honestly, you might get more. They know a lot of people, but to be real, you're gonna get 1 or 2 referrals with this one. That's why you do it like this. First, you do the child safety kit, which you should get the most referrals from, 5, 10, 15, and then you do the accidental death and dismemberment, where you should get 5 for sure, and then you do this, we should get 1 or 2. So just break down like that. After you do that, feel free to just put them all together. And then put it next to you. Put it next to you, on the side of you. Don't give it to them because they're going to look at it and play with it the whole entire presentation. Great. So from here on, after you collect the referrals, now you got to make sure you book inside the home. Book in the home pretty much means out of the referrals that they gave you, you want to at least book 1 or 2 or 3 presentations for appointments for the next day or for the same day. So that pretty much goes like this. So Jasmine, you definitely have my commitment that I'm going to deliver the benefits that you... So Jasmine, you definitely have my commitment that I'm going to deliver the benefits to all the people that you sponsor with. However, I do need you to understand that we're pretty busy. I see between 10 to 15 people a day. So it's going to be really hard for me to squeeze them in my schedule. You know what? Let me help you out. I'm going to do you a favor. Now, out of the people that you sponsored for the child safety kit and for the accidental death certificate of coverage, who do you want me to go ahead and see first? And she's going to say her aunt. Great. Go ahead and give her your aunt a call right now so I can help you out and we can actually get this to her a lot faster. She's going to call her aunt. She's going to have her aunt on the phone. She's not going to pretty much know how to explain it. And that's when you take the phone away from them. Let me see. Let me explain to her real quick. Hello, Norma? Hey, Norma. My name is Daniel. I'm sitting here with your... Wow. I'm sitting here with your niece, Jasmine. Is regarding a program that she was able to sponsor you with. It's called a Child Identification Kit. So this is what she got for herself. My name is Daniel, and the way it works is that we give you a child safety kit, which is pretty much a pamphlet that you put down the information on the little ones in case, God forbid, they go missing and get abducted. It has a mobile app that works with the Amber Alert. This is all at no cost. It's a really great program to help protect your kids, God forbid, they go missing. Now, I'm able to help you out a lot faster. She mentioned you live in the city of Long Beach, correct? Great. I'm actually going to be in Long Beach tomorrow and Saturday. What time do you and your significant other get home from work? Just go ahead and go as a regular presentation, as a regular phone call. Don't go too much into details. Just pretend as you're calling another lead for a child safety kit. Great. Make sure you get the address, okay, written down on your phone or somewhere. Okay, don't forget about the address. Great. Thank you. From there on, if they did that, don't give up. Great. Can you go ahead and now you gotta be smart. You gotta remember where the people that she sponsored lives. Because if you're working in Long Beach and she sponsored 5 individuals in Long Beach and 5 individuals in Riverside and 5 individuals in Lancaster, you don't want her to call the Lancaster Riverside because you're probably not gonna go there the next couple of days. You gotta plan that out. So you're gonna be very strategic, smart, and say, you know what? You say your cousin lives here in Long Beach too, right? Can you give her a call right now? Oh, she's probably at work. Let's say she's probably at work. No worries. Give her a call. Maybe she's probably on break. And then just go for it. And if she says, oh, she's probably on break, yeah. And if she then give her a call. If she's actually working, if she sends you to voicemail, even better. I'll leave my information to her voicemail. Just sound excited. Sound like you want to call them, because you trust me, it's gonna help your life. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. I'm sitting here with her. I'm gonna replace this Preso with another future 2 or 3 appointments. So when I go into phone nights, let's say I'm going to phone nights on Thursday, I already have 3 sets for Friday, 6 sets for Saturday. So it makes your life a lot easier, trust me. Your goal when you come into the office for phone night is not to make phone calls. It's to get in the office, turn your stuff in, make 1 or 2 hours of phones, and go home. How do you go home early? By making sure you have a solid, full schedule for the next days you're going to be in the field. How do you help with that? By making sure they help you and book the referrals that they give you in the house. Because trust me, the referrals are going to pick up they're going to pick up their phone before you pick your call. Now, after you book at least one referral in the house, trust me, just book one. It will make your life a lot easier. I personally, what I do when I started is if they gave me 10 referrals, I'll have them call all 10 of them. Even if it takes you another 5-10 minutes in the house, another 15 minutes in the house, is worth it. The other appointment can wait because it's probably not going to show you. The other appointment can wait because I just replaced that future appointment with another. I just replaced that appointment with 15 other more appointments for the next 2 days. This is a numbers game. Okay, so be very smart. Book in the house. Please, it will make your life a lot easier. I promise you that. Now, once we're done with all the no-cost benefits, the last thing you want to put is press continue. Don't press that early because you can't go back to this. Okay? And then before you do that, there's an introduction to that. So the introduction is pretty much where it says everyone has a different need and a different one. So on the script, make sure you go over this. This is very important. This is pretty much the outline. So you got to know the outline or else you are going to be lost. We did the introduction. We did the no cost benefit. Then we did IRT referral, intro review referral, intro review tie down, intro review tie down. Those 3 words are going to be your best friend. Intro review tie down. Without intro review tie down, you cannot sell. And then you do referral collective. Now, after we're done with all the no cost benefits, we're going to transition to the life insurance. So we just call them. Oh, I forgot about the text. Sorry about that. Now, the text with the referrals, after you call them, the people that you didn't call, you can just forward them a text message. So the people that were unable to answer the phone call, let's say 5, you should have already a pre-filled message on your phone that you can send to Jasmine, and Jasmine can blast it out to her friends for the accidental death and dismemberment, for the discount card, the child safety kit as well, in case you didn't do that. Okay, so back to this. So this is after you do that. Then it's life insurance 101. So each family is seen separately. So it's that, which should be right here. So this is the part that should be perfect because this is the part that you get paid on. Transition to life insurance, where it says now each family is seen separately because each family has a different need and a different one. What's right for you may not be right for the family I just saw or the family that I will see after you. The video will explain the importance of life insurance and why most parents take advantage of it to improve the protection of their kids. Okay, so let's see, let's focus this. So before you press continue, that's when you say, now, Jasmine, each family is seen separately because each family has a different need and a different one. What's right for you may be different from the family I just saw or the family I'm going to see right after you. The next video is going to explain the importance of life insurance and why most parents take advantage of it to complete the protection of their kids. Now, once you press continue, you got to be tricky. If you didn't submit at least one referral in there, if you press continue, it will play a referral collective video. If you collected at least one referral and you press submit, it won't play that video. It's going to go right into the Insurance 101. Oh, this is just to collect more referrals.
Since birth, you have spent each...
There's a video you want. This is everyone has a different need and different one. There's another video which pretty much says you can sponsor individuals in your family. You're going to only see the video that's if you didn't do a good job and you collected 0 referrals or you submitted 0 referrals. So you make sure you don't see that video. So everyone has a different need. This video is going to explain the importance of life insurance.
Each day preparing for the future. Each milestone the result of hard work and planning.
Now, Jasmine, this is the last part. Make sure it's focusing. Now, Jasmine, this is the last part of the program, which is the most important part. Now, since you have a little more knowledge on life insurance, we're going to go over the needs analysis. Let me start with that again. So now that you have a little more information on how life insurance works, we're going to go over the needs analysis, which is the most important part and most popular plan with every family. Now, with this benefit, you do have to qualify for it. So I'm going to go over a couple of information, a couple of questions, and see what you qualify for. See how we can help you out. So that, guys, you want to press continue. Let it load. Perfect. Needs analysis. This is beautiful. This is where I want to go all the time. This is money making time. Okay. So here is going to appear the same information you put in when you first typed it in. Jasmine Smith, female, and the date of birth you put in the initial one. If you didn't put the correct one, you want to measure here is correct because this is going to determine the price of the insurance, the type of insurance, and the amount of insurance. So make sure this is really important. So Jasmine, and you can even use the AD&D certificate. Makes your life a lot easier. So Jasmine's date of birth. Jasmine's date of birth. It is, let's put her memory for 1985. Oh, shoot. 1980. Okay, Jasmine doesn't have a spouse, but she has a child. His name is... No, that's too common. Let's put Alex Smith. What's Alex's birthday, Jed? January 1, 2005, followed by who's next? What's Nicole? No, not Nicole. It's a common name. Daisy Smith. What's Daisy's date of birth? March 2010. Great. Now the questions, you gotta be prepared. Here's what you can just read off the questions to them. Internal cancer in the past 2 years. So this, don't say anyone in your family, everybody diagnosed with cancer, because they're gonna think you're talking about also their aunt, their cousin, their grandma. This is just their immediate family. This is just asking the questions for people in here. The people that you put in here, that's only for them. So Jasmine, you or your kids, any of you three, have ever had any cancer in your life? No? Any insulin diabetes? Any cardiovascular disease like a heart attack, stroke, or anything like that? Nope. Currently using oxygen to breathe with a tank? Nope. If they do, you put a who. Any Alzheimer's? Nope. Now here's what I like to joke. I'm like, hey, so any Alzheimer's, Jasmine? So look, for the children, it's only those 5 questions. After that, it's only for the adult. Jasmine, any Alzheimer's? No. No, just some timers. Selective memory, huh? Only when we need to. So you can joke about that, you know. I mean, it's not a joking matter, but it makes him laugh. Jasmine, have you used any form of tobacco in the last 12 months? Anything that contain nicotine? Put a yes or no. Now, after that, you want to also ask, Jasmine, do you smoke any marijuana? Now, even though it's not in here, you want to ask that because that will affect. If they form tobacco, you put it in here, it's not going to change anything. It's just going to give them higher prices. Okay, because they're at risk. Now, you want to ask them about the marijuana. If they smoke marijuana every single day, they do not qualify for life insurance, guys. If they smoke marijuana every single day, they're going to get declined. And you don't want that chargeback. But if they smoke 3 times a week, 2 times a week, that's fine. But if they smoke marijuana, even if they smoke it once a month, once a week, you want to put it down on tobacco. Might as well. Trust me. It's going to save you a big headache. Exclude from application. Exclude from application. That's if you know that they're not going to qualify. Okay? Now, if you're sitting down with their breathing tube, they're not going to qualify. If they're sitting down and they're missing their arm and their leg because of their diabetes was that bad, they're not going to qualify. If they weigh 450 pounds and she's 4'11", she's not going to qualify. You know, this is if you know they're not going to qualify for life insurance. You also want to ask them, currently on probation or parole, Jasmine? Ever been arrested or convicted of a DUI? Okay, so as the video explained, we also want to help protect your income because your income means a lot to your family. What's your take-home pay a month? How much you bring home after taxes? Well, I get paid, you know, $1,000 a week, every 2 weeks. Okay, so about $2,000 a month. Perfect. Here, guys, just literally read off the question. So, Jasmine, how much life insurance do you currently have through work? Don't ask them. Do not ask them. Do you have life insurance through work? No. Always assume because most people will have life insurance through work. How much, Jasmine? How much? Not do you, Jasmine? How much life insurance do you currently have through work? Oh, the work gives me $15,000. Perfect. Jasmine, do you have any life insurance outside of work? Yes, no. If it's a whole life return, she doesn't have. She's currently renting her own. How much do you have saved up for your college student education? 0. Do you use checking or savings? I use both. If you use both, just put checkings, guys. And then you want to press submit. After you press submit, it's going to start thinking. Just let it load. There. This is a summary. This is letting you know what is going to play. So it's going to recommend final expenses, income protection, and college education, whole life, a term, and ADB. It's letting you know what is going to recommend. And you press continue. Now here comes the mandatory read-off letter. Okay. Now with the mandatory read-off letter, you're going to make sure you read it to them. So that's when you take out your pen and you read it out loud. Now, guys, this is important. This is my personal pet peeve. Don't ever point with your finger. If you're going to go over the child safety kit app, the discount card, go over anything, unless you have a certificate that says you have the most beautiful finger in the world, don't ever point with your finger. Point with your pen. It's a professional way. Trust me. Your pen will be like your magic wand. They're going to follow everywhere this pen goes, their eyes goes. Makes you look more professional. So once you read it off. So Jasmine, next is the mandatory read-off letter. It's pretty much going to explain what's going to happen next. So just read it. Make sure you point. Don't point like this because you're blocking the screen. Point around it. So American Link of Life would like to thank you for taking the opportunity to listen to the representative which you to serve you, and so on and so on. The reason we're asking for you to make a decision today is we have several thousand families requesting our program and we can only visit each family one at a time. We appreciate the opportunity to serve you and your family today. So Jasmine, what this is basically saying is that we're going to go over, you do qualify for some benefits, we're going to go over it. All we ask is a simple yes or no. If it does make sense, which you'll see it does, we ask you to do take advantage of it. Now if it doesn't make sense, we feel like you don't need it, just simply say no. Regardless, we do need a yes or no and fairness to everyone who's currently waiting for us to be for us to see them. Is that okay? Great. And there you press continue. Now, guys, at this point, you don't have the computer can phase in the entire time, and you like 20% you or 15% you. You don't have to turn into them because you know what's gonna happen next. You just press continue. Final expenses, just what the summary said. So the opening to that is, again, the computer can face them. It can face you 15% of the screen because it's all going to be interaction like this. So the first major gap that needs analysis found, Jasmine, has to do with your final expenses. Jasmine, let me ask you, who's going to pay for your funeral when you pass away? Your mom? Does she know that? I mean, she does, right? But it's going to be hard for her to pay for the funeral because it costs a lot of money, right? Exactly. So I'm going to play a video that is going to explain how we can help provide an immediate sum of money to help pay for the funeral. That way your surviving family doesn't have to deal with it financially.
The warmth of family is one of the most beautiful and valued things in life. For this reason, saying goodbye to a loved one can be difficult.
So as you can see from the video, the current cost of an average funeral today is $15,000. However, because of inflation, it does go up 4%. So 20 years from now, the average cost of a funeral is going to be $30,000, which is extremely expensive. Here is, you literally want to read it off, guys. You want to read it off from left to right. Let me sure I can make the screen better. So Jasmine, this is why we recommend $30,000 of coverage for you, which you currently don't have any coverage there. So you need $30,000. And $30,000 is the amount that we're willing to provide. We're willing to provide to you today. Does that make sense, Jasmine? Great. And I'm sure you can see how important it is to have everything covered when you pass away, right? Right. Jasmine, let me ask you a personal question, Jasmine. Why is this important to you? When you ask that, guys, be quiet. Sip it. The reason you're asking for that is because she's gonna, at that point, she's gonna sell to herself. She's gonna tell you why it's important. She's gonna tell you why does she need it. She's gonna sell to herself. It's really important. So definitely want to do that. Hold up. Okay, so pretty much go over that. And then you also want to take out the certificate of coverage. Let me see if I have that, guys, real quick. Should have it. Well, I don't actually have it. There you go. Haha, I always have it. So after you say, Jasmine, let me ask you a personal question. Let me see if the computer's still on. Jasmine, let me ask you a personal question. Why is this important to you? Be quiet. Let her answer you. She's going to say, well, it's important because I don't want my family to have to, do car washes, donations. Let her talk. Because at that point, she's selling to herself. She's telling you why she needs it. This makes your job a lot easier. I agree with you, Jasmine. I agree with you. I wouldn't want my family to have to go through the struggle as well. Because I'm definitely sure my parents don't have $15,000 just to give out like that for my funeral. And if they do, it's pretty much all their savings. So I definitely want to help them out. And, I wouldn't want to see my kids doing car washes or selling food. So I definitely agree with you. So, Jasmine, that video goes over an important document. It's called freedom of choice. Now, we're the only insurance company in the United States that has a certificate of coverage, which is really important. Now, the way it works, typically when someone has life insurance, the insurance company will pay the beneficiary. However, they usually don't pay right away. Depending on where you live, it may take anywhere from 3 to 8 weeks, usually 4 to 8 weeks for the insurance to pay the beneficiary because they need the death certificate. They need the paperwork. As you know, funeral homes don't wait 4 to 8 weeks. The longer the body's in there, the more expensive it becomes. So they want their money now. So most families that do have life insurance, they end up going to the bank, taking out a loan, paying the funeral, and then waiting 4 to 8 weeks for the insurance to pay them back so they can pay the bank. However, these days with interest rates, it becomes a headache. So American Income does know that, which is one of the many reasons that we work with union members. We have this certificate of coverage. The way it works, this is a video explained. God forbid something happens to you, your mom can take this to whatever funeral home she wants, or any cremation services in California or outside of California. They say she takes you right here to the Hollywood Cemetery. She's going to just ask the director, how much is my daughter's funeral going to be? I want this, I want that included, I want everything in there. They're going to give her how much your bill is going to be. It's going to be $15,000. Okay. All she does is simply she's going to write $15,000 right here. She's going to sign it as a beneficiary. She's going to give it to the funeral director. The funeral director then is going to talk to us. And then from that point over, we take over paying the bill. We're going to wire them a transaction to the funeral within 48 hours. So we pay within 48 hours directly to the funeral. We do not take 4 to 8 weeks. So that's a huge relief for a lot of people. Now, the remaining balance that you didn't use, we're just going to give a lump check to your beneficiary. Does that make sense? Great. Jasmine, one thing also that I recommend for you is that you want to make sure you tell your mom when she takes the certificate of coverage to the funeral, she has to, number one, don't have her not let the funeral home know that you're covered with life insurance. Because if the funeral home knows that you have life insurance or you had life insurance, they're gonna bump the price of whatever they're trying to sell your mom. They're gonna skyrocket the price. So just like when you go to the hospital, the first thing they ask you is if you have health insurance. Because if they do, they're gonna make sure they can put as many charges as possible because they know the insurance can pay for it. They can do the same thing for your mom. So your mom, just simply have your mom tell them that no, you did not have life insurance. That way they can actually give you a real price and not jacked up price. Once she has everything down, how much it's going to be, the plot, the funeral, and she's ready to sign, everything is on paper, not on word. Then she said, you know what, my daughter did have something, so everything's going to be $15,000. Okay, I want to pay with this. Give it to them. They're going to call us and we pay right away. It's like you want to treat it like a blank check. Does that make sense? Great. So this is included with the final expenses. Okay. The next gap needs analysis: protecting your monthly income. Now, your monthly income means a lot to your family, right? I mean, you go to work to make sure your kids have a roof over their heads. You go to work to make sure they can eat, to make sure you can pay the bills. Without your income, they're going to struggle. Something happens to you, God forbid, I'm pretty sure mom will take over them, but she's going to have to work harder now. Or if she's retired, she's going to go back to work because, as you know, kids are not free. So I'm going to play the video that's going to show you how we can help replace your income, and in the event that you pass away, we can provide the same income that you're used to bringing at home to your mom or to whoever's going to take care of your kids. Let the video explain.
Your paycheck is the economic heartbeat of your family. It pays your rent, utilities.
Great, Jasmine. So with that, we recommend, I don't know if you guys can see it. We recommend 5 years worth of your income, which if you make $2,000 a month, 5 years is $120,000. Currently through work, you have $15,000. So with us, you only need $105,000, and $105,000 is the amount that we're willing to provide to you today. Does that make sense, Jasmine? Great. Now, one more thing, Jasmine. The way this works is, so let's say your mom is a beneficiary, right? So she's gonna have two options. Option one, for your income, we're gonna give her one whole check for $105,000 at once. Or option two, she's gonna get $2,000 every single month for 5 years after you pass away. So she actually gets to decide what works better for them. In most cases, people take it a month for 5 years because it helps them with the kids. And then that's on top of that. So your funeral, everything, something happens to you, we're gonna pay your mom $30,000 plus another $105,000. Does that make sense, Jasmine? Great. I'm sure you can see how important it is to make sure your income is supplemented and covered, right? Right. The next app perhaps has to do with the biggest bill, which is college education for your kids. Now, you do want your kids to go to college, and it's expensive, and it only gets more expensive the further they take their career. And if something happens to you before you help them through college, it's gonna be a lot difficult. So I'll let the video explain how we can help protect that and pay for their college in the event that you die prematurely.
As parents, You hope to see your...
So Jasmine, for the college education for both Alex and Daisy, we recommend that you have at least $100,000 to pay for the college, which you currently don't have any there. So you need $100,000. And the amount that we're willing to provide today is actually $100,000 each. It's just a computer made a mistake right there, but I'll fix it. So that's a total of $200,000 that we're willing to pay for their education in the event that you pass away. Now, Jasmine, here it's a little different. Okay, so guys, so here's what I want you to make sure you guys tell them. Now, Jasmine, both the final expenses and the income will pay no matter how you pass away. No matter if it's an accident, health, age, whatever it is, it will always pay that amount. The college education, that's under a program that we have, ADB, which stands for Accidental Death Benefit. So the total of $200,000, we're gonna pay that on top of those two in the event that you pass away due to an accident only. The reason it says that is right now your oldest son is what, 10? So he has 10 more years to go until he goes to college. You're healthy, so if something happens to you and you pass away within the next 10 years, it's gonna probably be due to an accident, right? Exactly. And you do live in Southern California. We do have a lot of accidents. So what this means, if you pass away due to an accident, any type of accident, we're gonna pay your mom $30,000 plus $105,000 plus an additional $200,000, which we recommend she uses that for your kids' college education. But she doesn't have to use it for the college. If they don't go to college, she can use it for their careers, a down payment on a house for them, whatever's gonna benefit your kids. Does that make sense, Jasmine? Does all of this make sense? Great. From here, guys, you want to turn the computer to you, and once the computer is turned to you, you put continue, and you put next. So make sure you show all the benefits. So this is facing you. You put next, you put continue. Here's you can edit stuff. So the first thing we're gonna edit is an accidental death. Let's max it out. Let's put $100,000 each. Also, for the $30,000, I'm gonna explain this in another class. But every time it says $30,000, don't show them $30,000. Show them $30,100, and that actually makes it cheaper. Which is they're gonna like you. $30,100. Once you edit all that, then you turn it to them. Okay, and then you gotta stick on script. This is where you want to be the most scripted. Then you go. So Jasmine, to recap, Jasmine, we have your final expenses covered, we protected your income, and we have college education also covered. The company also gives you additional benefits. The first additional benefit is called a children's rider. Let me see if you guys can see it. What the children's rider means is that both of your kids each will be covered for $10,000 of their own life insurance. They're going to be able to keep this insurance until the age of 21. That means if God forbid something happens to your little ones, Jasmine, that we're going to pay you $10,000 each. Hopefully you never have to use that benefit, but sadly kids do pass away. So we're able to protect them for $10,000 until the age of 21. After the age of 21, they are able to get their own life insurance for up to 5 times the amount, regardless of us checking their health. So it's a really good program. The second benefit they give you is a terminal illness rider. What the terminal illness rider means is if you're diagnosed with a terminal illness, meaning you have less than 12 months to live, we're going to give you half of your final expenses right away so you can use it, and the other half once you pass away. Because I'm pretty sure if you have less than 12 months to live, the last thing you're thinking about is going back to work. So we're going to at least give you half of your coverage. The next one is a layout waiver. Now, a lot of people like this because it actually helps you in case something happens. What the layout waiver means is if you get laid off from work due to economic reasons, the company, we're willing to pay your insurance for up to 3 months without you ever having to pay us back. You just continue on the 4th month. That's only if you get laid off, though. It doesn't include if you get fired. Those are 2 different things. Okay? Great. You automatically also get a strike waiver. Now, Jasmine, right now you're not part of a union, but in the future, if you do join a union, you're going to always have a strike waiver. What that means is since we are only 100% union insurance company, if you participate in a union strike, we're willing to pay your insurance for up to 12 months when you're on strike. Okay? Does all these extra benefits make sense, Jasmine? Great. So Jasmine, make sure you guys get familiar with this. So Jasmine, if it all makes sense, starting as of today, you have taken an important step to be properly covered. To make sure we protect all of your needs, the company has given you 3 different options to choose from. Option A gives your final expenses at $30,000 and includes everything I just went over, and that's the green option right here, that $113.19. Option B is for $20,000 of your final expenses, still includes the full amount of income, the college for $200,000 and the additional benefits, and that's the gray option right here, that $103.05. And option C is $15,000 of your final expenses, still has $105 for income, $200,000 for accidental and the additional benefits, and that's $93.77. Now guys, what I did, so I went back to this. That was not supposed to happen. So let's press submit. Put up.
As parents,
Now, if you ever want to go back to the videos, or you messed up, just like I did, you can always go to return to survey, and then we'll go back to there. Now here, the way you do 3 plans is inflation, non-inflation. Inflation is $30,000, $20,000. Non-inflation, it automatically brings it to $15,000. So that's how I did that. So after you say, so if it all makes sense, starting until today, you are taking an important step to be properly covered to make sure we provide the best. We give you 3 different options to choose. So option A gives you $30,000, this, 113, option B, $20,000, this, and option C is $15,000 for $93.77, and that also includes the income, college, and additional benefits. Now, based on those 3 options, Jasmine, what benefit you feel works better for your family and you want to go ahead and start it and do today? Now, after you ask them that, so Jasmine, out of those 3 options, which option do you want to go ahead and start with today? You look at the computer as you're asking them that, and you be quiet. You're reviewing this. So out of those 3, which one do you feel works better for your family and you want to go ahead and start with today? Be quiet, because the way this game is played, after you ask him that, the first one who talks loses. Whoever talks first loses. I don't know if you heard that before, but it's very common. Whoever talks first loses. So after this, be quiet until they say something. Until they say option A, option B, option C. I want to think about it. I don't want to do this. I can't afford this. Whatever. Be quiet. Even if it's uncomfortable. It will be. Even if you have to be quiet for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. I've been in a house where I was just looking at the computer for like a good minute. Just looking at it, because it didn't say anything, and I was not going to say anything, because whoever talks first loses. So she's going to say 1 or 2 things. 1 or 3 things. She's going to say, let's do option A, option B, or option C. Or she's going to say, how does it work going after this? Like, so what's next? Or she's going to say that she doesn't want to do it, she can't afford it, she wants to think about it, whatever. She's going to say one of those. Option A, option B, option C. Okay, so after I choose this, how does this work after this? Or I don't want to do this, I can't afford this, I don't want this, go home, get away, whatever. Okay? Now, if she chooses option A, option C, that's good. Good, perfect. Then you want to say, okay, so option B works for you, the $20,000, this and that, and $103.05. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, Jasmine, the one thing I do want you to understand is, I'm here to help you out. the child safety kits get sponsored through the police union because it helps the community out. We want to make sure that we're able to provide the best coverage for you, and also something you can afford. But we never want to recommend something that you're unable to afford, that's going to cost you, get food off the table, or going to have your bank go to zero. We don't want to hurt you, because if we're hurt you financially, we're not helping you at all. Now, it's $103.05 a month, something that you are able to do that won't cause your bank to go bankrupt or anything like that. It costs food to get off the table. No? Great. That works for you? Okay. So, Jasmine, the way it's set up, it's electronically through either your checkings or your savings account. Now, you do get a conditional receipt with this. What that means is, as of today, if you were to qualify, God forbid you pass away tomorrow or tonight, the company will pay your family up to $50,000. What that means is, we're going to send your documents to Waco, Texas. That's where our headquarters are at. So the first one, the $103, the initial transaction is going to be due next week, either on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. And that's going to be okay with your bank for Monday, right? Or Tuesday? Perfect. After that, it's done on a monthly basis. The second one starts next month. Now, next month, what day of the month do you want to set this up to? The 10th, the 15th, the 20th, the 15th? Okay. So again, the first transaction is next week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. The second one is going to be February the 15th, March the 15th, and so on every 15, okay? Great. Now, that's super easy. However, always okay, if they choose A, B, or C, easy. However, if it was easy, then I think it's not easy, okay? So assume that they're going to give you an objective. In fact, if they don't give me an objective, sometimes I'm surprised. I'm like, hold up. You sure you want to do this? You want to think about it? You want to look around? Okay, so look forward to an objective, because that means they're actually paying attention. Now, that was the easy part. Let's say she says, I ask her which option, and she says, doesn't matter what she says. If she says, I can't do it, I can't afford it, I want to think about it, I want to talk to my lawyer, I want to talk to my secretary, doesn't matter what she says, you're going to follow up with feel, felt, found. Let's say she says, I don't know, I want to think about it. So she said, I don't know, I want to think about it. Okay, Jasmine, yeah, you know what? I understand exactly how you feel, Jasmine. Doing this over the years, a lot of parents have felt the same exact way. And after talking it over, what we found is it came down to price. Is that what it is? And she's going to say yes or no. 99% of the time, guys, is always price. Always price. So, if they don't choose a plan, your job is to figure out why they're not choosing a plan. Why? I want to know why, because if I don't know why, I can't fix it. I can't fix something that I don't know what's broken. Okay? So you want to know why they're not moving forward. If you know they know why, then you can help them. Okay? So the first reason is usually the price. So that's what you find out. I understand how you feel. A lot of parents have felt the same way. After talking over, we found it came down to price. Is that what it is? And if she says yes, okay. Now, other than price, Jasmine, is there anything else stopping you from protecting your family today? No, it's just price. Okay, let me see what I can do. And that's when you lower it down. From 15, you lower it to 10,000 and to 5,000 of final expenses and the income. And you can use that with anything. With anything they first say. She says, so which option you want to go ahead and start with today? I don't want to do it. Okay, you know what, Jasmine? I understand exactly how you feel. A lot of parents, over the years, I understand exactly how you feel. A lot of parents have felt the same way. And over the years, what I found is it came down to price. Is that what it is? It works all the time. Which option you want to do? I want to talk to my lawyer. I understand exactly how you feel, Jasmine. A lot of families have felt the same way over the years. But I found out it came down to price. Is that what it is? I want to talk to my aunt. I want to talk to the tooth fairy. I don't care what they say. Use, feel, found. Trust me. 99% of the time, it's price. That's how you find out if it's price. Now, if it's not price, so every time you feel, blah, 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 it came down to price. Is that what it is? No, it's not price. Okay. Jasmine, do you mind me asking what is stopping you from protecting your family today? Because if you figure out why, then you can help them. If you don't know why, you can't help them. We have rebuttals. We're able to solve every solution. We just always want to know why they're not doing this. Because if I know why, I know how to solve it. One thing, guys, is when they're talking, telling you why they can't do it or blah, 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 do not interrupt them. Even if you know the answer to their question, if they're giving you a 5-minute story of why they can't afford it, and you know you can just lower the price, shut your mouth. Let them talk. Let them get it all get all of their system out, everything. Once they're done, even if you need to bite your tongue, which is what I had to do literally when I started, because I just wanted to talk over them. Don't talk over them. Don't ever talk over them. Let them have their 5 minutes. I understand, Jasmine. I completely understand, Jasmine. You know, I've been doing this over way so long. So usually what I found is it does come down to price. Now you're saying right now the budget is tight. I understand how you feel. I'm pretty sure you have a budget, right? What's your budget? And so on. Yeah, this is something that it's really important. As you can see, do you see the benefit in it? Right. So right now, if money is a little tight and you gotta cut some things off, imagine something happens to you and you pass away. Your family's gonna suffer a lot more. Now they gotta worry about the bill, the debts that you left behind, and now they gotta pay for the funeral. So I'm pretty sure we find a way we can do this, because this is not a Pandora account. This is not a Netflix account. This is your life insurance. This is a lot more important. So there's different ways to figure out how you can help them choose a correct life insurance plan that they can afford. But if you don't know why, you can't help them. So guys, that's the first. This is a video which explains how to use a computer. Make sure this is focused. I hope you guys did learn a lot. This is pretty much for people that are new. It goes exactly into detail how to use a computer. Now, after you do that, you put submit and you go into the super combo, which will be another video. This is pretty much for a brand new. I strongly suggest you watch the second video. The second video is a lot faster. The second video is me just doing a presentation fluently, so you can see how it's actually going to look on the client's point of view. So this is just going over every detail. Again, I hope you guys learned something. Trust me, you made a good decision of coming to American Income. Now, this is not easy. It's not hard either, but it's so simple. We're selling a product that people actually use. We're not selling Herbalife. We're not selling Tupperware. We're not selling new plates. We're selling life insurance. I don't know if you ever had anyone that passed away personally, but it's expensive. We live in California. And people that have actually gone through it, they know how expensive it is. It's not peanut. It's expensive. And a lot of people have to go into debts. A lot of people have to go house after house, asking money in the street, GoFundMe accounts. It's not pretty, guys. We're selling a product that people actually will use. So feel proud of what you do. We sell life insurance, and it changes people. You go into people's houses, some people will thank you. Some people don't know that life insurance exists. Some people will thank you. Me personally, some people have cried. And as you expand your knowledge and you stay here longer and 1 year passes, you'll notice 1 or 2 clients will cry because they're going to thank you that you went to the house, that you showed them a plan that they're able to afford, and now they can protect your family. They have peace of mind and security knowing that something happens to them today, tomorrow, 10 years, their family will be covered, the funeral will be covered, and we're going to help the family even more with their income, with their college. You're giving them peace of mind and security knowing that their family is covered with us. Once again, welcome to the family of American Income Life. My name is Daniel. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If you feel like anything that needs to improve in the video, reach out to me as well. You guys have a good day.